do some of the questions that you send in here. Okay, come. So in this biological topics, biological molecules. So actually, what are these? Whenever we talk about this biological molecule, right, they are referred to the elements which is found in the living organisms, like us, okay, like animals, like plants, which is those living organisms. So the living organisms is made from those elements: carbons, hydrogens, oxygen, and nitrogens. And then you will realize that the biological molecule that you learned, which is include the carbohydrates, the lipids, and the proteins, okay, they are made from those elements. So actually, this is, I think I have shown in this my notes, which is this one. Okay, you can see, right, the carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids. So in the carbohydrates, they are made from the carbons, hydrogens, and oxygens. So in the proteins, they are made from, the same elements, just proteins, they have additional nitrogens and the sulfur. So this nitrogen and sulfur, they are only found in proteins, not found in other biological molecule. Okay, and also lipid, they have the same elements with the carbohydrates. So this is what it means. Yeah. So in this picture, they told you about what? They told you about the organic compound. They contains the carbons, right? The carbons, and also together with the hydrogens. So usually the carbon will be together with the hydrogens. So this is called organic compounds. Because Monty, you have two type of compound. One is organic compounds, and another one is inorganic compound.
Yeah.
Okay, like this. Yeah. So what is organic compound? Organic compound refer to this compound. They must have the carbons. They must have the carbons together with the hydrogens. They must have these two elements together. This is called organic compound. So organic compound, they refer to the proteins, lipid, and the carbohydrates. Yeah. So how about the inorganic compound? Inorganic compounds means that, just like, for example, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is an example of inorganic compound. It's because of the carbon dioxide. This goes show carbon dioxide. No. Oh, yeah. It goes show carbon dioxide. Yeah, here. Because this carbon dioxide, why is known as inorganic compound? Because they only have carbons only. They don't have carbons together with the hydrogens.
Oh, so it has to be like carbon with hydrogen.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why this picture show you about the organic compound contain carbon. So when you look at the structure, right, you have what? You have the carbons with the hydrogens. You can see, right, CH. Yeah. You have these two. Carbon and hydrogen together, yeah, in the same atom. So this is they call as the organic compound. Then, and you can see in the inorganic compound, yeah, they say that accept this CO2 and include this CO3 2 minus. Yeah, so this compound, right, is known as inorganic. Okay, they are classified as an inorganic. It's because they don't have carbon and hydrogen. It's because they don't have carbon hydrogen together. Another thing is they have this thing, okay, charge. Okay, I mean the charge. So they are referred to something like the iron, which is another group. Okay, they are referred to another groups.
Okay. Oh, do I have to remember all of these?
No need. Okay, you just need to okay, you need to remember the glucose. That's all. Other than that, you don't need to know. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. You need to remember glucose. You need to remember about glycerol. This one glycerol and the amino acids. Those are structures you need to know.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
Okay, but you just need to understand for the structure. Okay, you can see, right, the glucose, glycerol, and amino acids. Why they are known as organic compound? Yeah, they have the carbon and hydrogen together. So actually, they contain what? They contain we call as a hydrocarbon change. Yeah, it's a hydrocarbon change. Okay, that's all. And then follow to this one, right? Yeah, you can see they show you about common organic molecule. It includes the amino acids and the glucose, yeah, the ribose, So actually this glucose ribose, right, they are belong to the carbohydrates. So actually this picture they show you about this is belong to the carbohydrates. Okay, I just put CHO here. They are belong to carbohydrates. You know, carbohydrate is a broad term. Under these carbohydrates, you have a different type of sugars. Okay, you have the monosaccharide, disaccharide, polysaccharide. So
Yeah.
remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this glucose and ribose, they are known as what? They are known as monosaccharide. It's because they only have one unit. One unit. One unit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. And then this amino acid. Okay, amino acids. What is a polymer? Sorry, I should add in this way. Okay, amino acid will become what kind of polymer?
Um.
Protein.
Glucose.
Protein. Amino acid will become the proteins. Okay, you just remember that. You can see this show about the amino acid, glucose, glycerol, and fatty acids. When we talk about this one, okay, just refer like this is they show about what? They show about monomer. Okay, this is the monomer. Monomer is means by what? Basic unit. These are the monomer. Okay, monomer. And then monomer is just like the building blocks. Okay, just like Monty, you are living in the house, right? The house is a very complex building. And then the house is made from the bricks, right? The red bricks. You need to join, I mean, you need to attach a brick together and then will become the wall, and then the wall will combine, become the house, something like that. Correct?
Yeah.
So monomer is just like a brick, okay? A brick. Just like a unit, okay? A small unit. So that's why if you want to make a large complex molecule, so you need to have a monomer. So monomer include what? Monomer includes the thing that you learned just now, okay? Which include the amino acids. Yeah, amino acids. Include the glucose units. Include the fatty acids, and the glycerol. So those are the monomer.
Oh, okay.
So once you join the amino acid together, for example, right? Once you join the, I mean, hundreds unit of amino acid together, it will become proteins. So protein is a polymer. Okay, so this polymer, okay, is a protein. So you need to join 1,000 unit of amino acid. You can become a proteins, a one large complex of proteins. And then you need to join a lot of unit of the glucose together to become a complex carbohydrates. For example, like starch, okay, like the starch, like the cellulose, like the glycogens, those are known as carbohydrates. Okay, can you follow me? Yeah. So for the fatty acid glycerol, you need to join them together, and then they will form a one unit of lipid, or we call it triglyceride. Now, lipid, that means triglyceride. Just refer to the oil.
Okay.
So this is the monomer and polymer. So monomer is just a building block. Then polymer is just a house. Okay, it's just a house. Like this house, which is much more large and complex. So these proteins, carbohydrates, and lipid, right? They are referred to the organic compound, which is much more larger and complex in their structure because they are built of. I mean, they are just built from their monomer units.
Okay.
This is a bit like chemistry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why how they able to join together. I mean, you can see how those monomer units, how they are able to combine together, and then they will become one large complex unit, which is the polymer. So they are combined by the process called as what? Condensations. Condensations will help them to form the bonds. Bonds is just a bridge. Okay, for example, right? You can see this is two glucose unit. Okay, one, another two, 1, 2. There's two glucose unit right here.
Yeah. Okay.
And then these two glucose unit, they can link together, form a bond.
Oh.
So you have one glucose unit plus another glucose unit. When they link together, right, they become what? Maltose, which is a disaccharide. So this glucose is a monosaccharide. Yeah, it's a monosaccharide. When they link them together, it become disaccharide, which is shown in this picture. Like this, okay? Like this. See? Disaccharide.
Oh.
Okay, they are showing this way. So you can see, and then between the bond, between it is a bond. Okay, it's a bond. Yeah, there will be bond. So this means that condensation.
Can I look at picture again just now? Because I
Okay,
want to
yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see, right, this is carbohydrates. So monosaccharide, which is the glucose, the ribose, that you look just now, it's just a one unit. So that's why you need to combine few units together, you become a disaccharide. You become disaccharide like this. And then you need to combine maybe like disaccharide, another with another disaccharide, another two more disaccharide, then they will become a polysaccharide.
Okay.
Yeah, so it will become your house, okay, which is much more larger and complex in their structures.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, and then this is called as what, anabolic. What's meant by anabolic? Anabolic, it refers to build up some large. It just refers from the small, okay, from the small molecule become large molecule. Okay, they are called as anabolic. Means build up the large molecule from their monomer unit.
Okay.
Yeah, so for example, like protein synthesis, how they build up the proteins. Just imagine, right? This is the amino acid. Okay, just imagine amino acids is just one unit. It's a monomer. Okay, it's a basic unit. How are you able to build the proteins? First, you need to join the amino acid together, right? Like this, like this, like this, like this. These are the amino acids. You just join them together. Become what? They become the polypeptide chain, right? Oh, yeah, they will become the polypeptide chain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why those polypeptide chains, they can fold together, then become what? Become the final proteins are like this. Okay, later they'll fold together. They'll fold together. So this will become proteins.
Oh, okay.
So these proteins, yeah, this protein is called as their polymer. Yeah, that polymer. So that's why when you link those small amino acid monomer, link them together, become a large protein structures. This is known as anabolic. From small molecule become large molecule. This is how you build up the house. Okay, you build up the house. How they do the anabolic reaction? Just by forming the bond. Okay, just like forming the bond between each monomer unit.
Okay.
Another thing is, not you also can break down the bond. Okay, you can form the bond, but you also can break down the bond like in this way. Okay, for example, like after you combine two glucose molecule become one unit of the disaccharide. So then you can use the water. You use the water to break down the bond. So
Oh.
so what happens? So it means that the disaccharide, which is a maltose, they will separate themselves, become each of the glucose unit again.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is hydrolysis. What do you mean by hydrolysis? Hydro refer to water. They are saying the water. Lysis, they are referred to separates. So it means that they use the water to separate the polymer. Yeah, they are using the water to separate polymer. So this is not only applied in the breaking down of the disaccharide, it also applied in all biological molecules. Basically, if you want to break down the large complex polymer, right, which include the proteins, okay, include the proteins, carbohydrate, lipids. You just use the water to break down them. You use the water to do the hydrolysis.
Okay.
So this one from the from the monomer to the polymer, it refer to what? It refer to the condensation. Yeah, this one. Okay, condensation. You can write down here. This is a condensations. But from the polymer back to the monomer, right? It refer to what? It refer to the hydrolysis. Hydrolysis.
Okay.
So that's why the reactions is called reversible. It's reversible. It can go forward and backwards. No problem for them.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's meant by condensations? Oh, I know what. I understand why you don't understand because it look confusing also for this picture. Okay. So yeah, this is a monomer. Yeah, you can see you have two glucose unit. Oh, sorry. two ribose unit. Okay, it's a 5-carbon sugar. Yeah, you have two 5-carbon sugars units. When you join them together, it becomes dimers, right? And then if you further join them together, they become polymers.
Okay.
So this is called what? Condensations. Okay, condensations, they require to kick out the water molecule. How they kick out the water molecule? You can look back in this picture, right? I think I will show this. Yeah, you can see. You see this. This is a sucrose molecule. Okay, sucrose. Okay, sucrose is a type of the, like, okay, Monty, you have a look. You look at this sucrose. You think it's monosaccharide or disaccharide?
It's disaccharide.
Yes, it's disaccharide, correct? It's because it contains two units joined together.
Yeah.
Okay, contain two units, combine them together. So what you can do now, you want to break down the sucrose. How you break down? You just add them with water. Okay, so you just add them with water. What water will do? Water, they will join the bond. Okay, join the bond.
Yeah.
So by the hydrolysis, they will become the separated monomer unit, which is a glucose and fructose. Yeah. So this is the water. Yes.
I still don't understand how the water goes out.
Okay, let me draw to you. Because right, their shape is like this. Okay, you just have about two. Oh, sorry, like this. Okay, like this, right? And then when they join together, it become like this. Okay, with the O. Yeah, with the O. Okay. So how the water would do is the water actually it will join with them. Okay, and then what they will do is water. They have what? H2O. H2O, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why they can form back this O. Okay, this is original. I mean the first molecule, right? With OH. So this is OH from the water molecule. Okay, and then this is another. This is another from the original. Okay, this is original molecule, right? Which is contain the oxygens. So added with the hydrogen atom from the water. Like this. So you can see this pink color words are OH and H. They are from the water molecule. Okay, from this water molecule.
Oh.
Yeah, so they can be like in this way. Yeah, so you can see at the end, you can see right, this they highlight the water. Yeah, initially it's from the water.
Okay.
Yeah. So they just do in this way. Yeah. So you can see the arrow they show what is a reversible reactions. So after you add the water to the bond, okay, you're actually adding the water to the bond. So that's why the water they can contribute their oxygen atoms and the hydrogen atoms to the monomer. Yeah, so they can separate them. And then they can combine them, okay, which is their subunit, the glucose and fructose, right? They can combine. I mean, they can do the condensations. So when they want to do the condensation, right, they could kick out the water away. So you can see, right, they actually kick out the water away. So that's why they can form back their bond at the end. Okay, can you see this?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, so that means, Monty, you can write it down. Hydrolysis refer to the additions of water. You actually add the water into each of the monomer. So because hydrolysis, use the water to separate them. But the condensations, right, they're actually involved in the removal of the water molecule. You need to kick the water away to become their separated monomer units.
Wait, so hydrolysis is put the water in, and then condensation is keep the water out.
Yes, you get it. All right.
Oh, okay.
So you can see, right, water out, water in. Yeah, water out is condensation. Yeah, water out. Water in is hydrolysis. Okay, usually, right, this enzyme because of hydrolase. Hydrolase, actually, I think there's no enzyme known as hydrolase, but they just want to show that this is the enzyme help to catalyze the hydrolysis reactions. They call it as hydrolase.
Oh, okay.
Because, okay, when you look at the actual equation, right, it'll be like this, okay? You'll be drawing like this. For example, okay, just now they show about what? Sucrose and the glucose, fructose, right? If you want to write the reactions, right, it'll be in this way. Sucrose plus the water, okay, plus the water molecule, plus the water molecule become what? Become the glucose and the fructose. Yeah, you just write this way for the equations. And then for the arrow, right, you can draw like this, okay, which is showing that it's reversible reactions.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the sucrose break down by the water become their monomer, glucose and fructose. It will be what? It will be the sucrase. Yeah, it will be the sucrase. Yeah, sucrase enzyme. So you can see that each of the enzyme have their own name to catalyze the reactions.
Okay.
Okay, so now we talk about the proteins already. Yeah, we talk about proteins already. For the proteins, right, you need to know about the amino acid structures. Okay, this is, you need to memorize it. No choice, you need to memorize. Okay, but it's not too hard now. Okay, because of Monty, you learn about chemistry, right? Do you learn chemistry now?
Yeah.
Okay, you study already. Okay, in the chemistry, you learn about what? Acid and alkaline. Okay, what define the structure become acid? It's because acid means what? Acid, they can donate their hydrogens, right? They can donate their hydrogen atoms, correct? Acids.
Yeah.
Acid donate their hydrogen atoms. Then how about alkaline? Alkaline, they receive hydrogen atom, right? Alkaline, they will receive their hydrogen atoms. Yeah, so that's why this showing about the proteins, the amino acid. So how you can write the amino acid, right? You just like this, okay? The C, and then C, O, H. Okay, and then the R. Okay, this R, they refer to the alkyl group, okay? Because this R group it's always changed. I mean, they have a different type of the amino acids. And in this different type of amino acid, right, the R group will be the difference. I mean, the R group will not be constant. Understand?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The constant one will be what? The constant group will be referred to this one, carboxyl group. Yeah, this is a carboxyl group, which is we know as it is a type of acid. It is considered as acid. It's because of what? It's because this carboxyl group later they can donate their hydrogen atoms. They can donate them out.
Okay.
And then you have a H, H hydrogen atom just remain the same. And then you have the requires what? Amine group, okay? Amine group or the amino group. Amine group. So this requires what? NH2. Yeah, NH2. Yeah, so this is called amine group. NH2.
Okay.
Yeah. So this amine group actually is a type of base. Why is a type of base? Is because this amine group, they can accept hydrogen atoms.
Okay.
Yeah, they can accept hydrogen atoms. So once they accept the hydrogen atoms, right, they'll become something like this, okay, which is something like the NH3. Wow, C, okay, C, and then C, O, minus, yeah, minus, okay, minus, because they donate their hydrogen group already. And then with the R, okay, same with R, and then the H. And then this one, right, there will be the NH3 plus.
Oh, okay.
Like this. Yeah, so this is amino acid in their charge form, okay, just like shown in this picture. Okay, so that's why it talk about what? It talk about the R group is interchangeable. It's because in our body, right, we have about 20 type of different amino acids. 20 type of amino acid in our body. Okay. So
Okay.
no need to memorize about these two structure, no, because they just give you how amino acid look like. They just give you example how amino acid look like. You just need to know actual amino acid, they look like this, okay? You just need to memorize this one. It's because when you look at the structure of this cysteine and glycine, right? So these two are the amino acids. So you can see the cysteine, yeah, they have a COH group, yes, they have an NH2 group, and then this is not the same, okay? Only the R group is not the same. Same to this one also. The R group.
Okay.
Yeah. So this they just want to show how everything look like.
Okay.
Okay, MSC, they told you it's the monomer of the proteins. Monomer is referred to the basic unit, okay? Which is when you want to build out a complex structure of proteins, right? You need to use the MSC to build up that. Yeah, so that's why if you combine two MSC, right? This is first MSC, this is second MSC. So by the condensations, it will become the dipeptide. Dipeptide means what? Di means two. They have a two MSC joined together. Just like disaccharide.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, right? This is first MSC, this is second MSC. They just join together. And then between the bond, okay, you need to know the bond name. They call it what? Peptide bond. Okay, how to identify the peptide bond? Which is at here. I see this is the peptide bond.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, which is between the CO and NH. Between the CO and NH, they are known as a peptide bond.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then this process is also formed by the condensations, right? Yeah, condensation means that they need to kick out the water molecule. Yeah, they need to kick out the water molecule, so only they will join together. Understand?
Okay.
Yeah, how they kick out? Yeah, just like this one. They need to remove the water molecule, which is one H from the amino groups, another OH from the carboxyl group, so they can join together later. Okay, here to here.
Okay. Oh, which page is this?
Sorry, what page is this?
Yeah.
What page is it? You mean in my notes?
No. Please, I can't find it on my.
Oh, okay. You can't find in your notes. This is, I think it's, let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 side. Number 8.
Oh, I don't think I have it.
Oh, okay. I thought you sent me the same notes.
Oh, I think it's another one. I think it's similar.
Yeah. Because you sent me this note,
Yeah.
you sent me this note, I just download it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's why remember that just condensations and the hydrolysis.
Can I go find it?
Oh, sure. You go to find out. No, but I just wait for you. Okay.
Okay, I found it.
Okay, sure. No problem. We'll continue. So this is a peptide bond. And then this image, they just show that because you have 20 type of amino acids, so this different type of amino acid, they will join together and then they can form different arrangement.
Okay.
Yeah, so what are the infinite possibility of the polypeptide? Okay, this is all. You can just understand in this way, right? Let me show a picture. Okay, let me show a picture from the, which is this one, from the DNA to protein. Oh, DNA to proteins. Because the structure of the amino acids is being affected by the sequence, of the amino acids. Okay, so this slide, right, they just want to show you that the difference in the sequence. Okay, the different sequence. Sequence means what? Sequence refer to something like because you have 20 type amino acids. Okay, for example, you have amino acid known as A. You can have A, B, C, D join like this. This is called sequence. You have the amino acid A, amino acid B, amino acid C, amino acid D join together. And then, but you also have amino acid D join to C, join to B, join to A. Yeah. So this is the different type of the sequence, different sequence. We call it different sequence.
Okay.
So this different sequence of amino acids, later they will undergo the process, which is called translation, right? Which is they will go through to the ribosome. Yeah. Actually, they are being produced at the ribosome. You know ribosome? Because ribosome is an organelle to synthesis the proteins. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole process is just like this. First, the DNA inside the nucleus, they contain the nucleotide base sequence. Okay. DNA in the nucleus, right? DNA in the nucleus, they contain the nucleotide base sequence, which is the ATCG, correct? ATCG sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then this ATCG sequence, if there is any change in the sequence, right, they can cause change in the amino acid sequence later.
Okay.
Yeah, because any change in the sequence, which is this one, okay, like in this DNA, right, they show about what A C A C T A G, the kind of thing. So if there's any change, for example, like if there's change in this sequence, okay, for maybe from the A, right, they'll become C. So they will cause a change in here, okay, which is initially is A to U, right, and C they become G.
Yeah.
Means that there's change in the sequence on the nucleotide base. Even though there's only one sequence change, but it will affect the amino acid. I mean, it will affect the production of amino acid later, because when the mRNA is being produced, okay, I can say this is the mRNA. mRNA, they just copy the information from the DNA. And then mRNA, they will go out, okay, they will go out of the nucleus, get into the cytoplasm, and then they will meet their best friend, which is the ribosome. This is the ribosome. So ribosome, they will bind to the mRNA. And then the mRNA, they have a sequence, right? They have a sequence, which is this one, okay? CGUGUGR, which is just, they just copy from the DNA. All right.
Yeah.
So later, yeah, so later they will have this one. It's called what? tRNA. This one, tRNA. tRNA, because what? Transfer RNA. This is transfer RNA. So this transfer RNA, later what they will do? So this transfer RNA, they will, they just look like this, okay? They will have about three nucleotide base sequence together. You can see like something like GCA. Yeah, they will have three nucleotide base on that tRNA molecule. So every three nucleotide base, they can code for one amino acids, one type of amino acids.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why you have about 20 different type of amino acid, right? So that's why you have difference in their sequence. Okay, so this is the sequence. So that's why this tRNA, transfer RNA, which carry the amino acid, they need to pair up. They need to form a request complementary base pairing with the mRNA, with the nucleotide base sequence on the mRNA, which is here. Can say this is the mRNA. This is from the mRNA. This is from the tRNA, right? tRNA, they also have carry their own sequence, so they need to form base pairing. So you can see, right, which is the G pair with C, with U pair with A with U, like this, from the base pairing.
Okay.
Yeah. So by this way, right, you can have a different sequence of amino acids. So that's why the nucleotide base sequence, okay, nucleotide base sequence in the DNA, right? Nucleotide base sequence in the DNA, they can affect, okay, they can affect the different sequence of amino acids. So means that the amino acid sequence is actually determined by the nucleotide base sequence in the DNA. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
This one you can see, this is the amino sequence. We have about 20 type, right? So you have about amino acid A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. So later they can become maybe the D, E, F, like this. So this sequence is actually caused by the change in the DNA base sequence. So that's why the DNA base sequence will be more important, because DNA, they just give out the instructions. Yeah, they just give out the instructions.
Okay.
So if you have a difference in the sequence of the amino acid, so you can produce different protein structures. So these different protein structures, they will have different functions. As I said, different protein functions. Because, okay, after the polypeptide chain is being produced, so initially you just have the amino acid, right? They will join together, become what? Become the polypeptide chain. Okay, so this is a growing polypeptide chain, like this polypeptide chain. Monty, remember that polypeptide chain is the we call as a the first level of the protein structures. They just form the initial structure of the proteins. So later this polypeptide chain, right, which is they are formed by the amino acids. This is the amino acids, okay, amino acids. So this amino acids is being joined by the peptide bond. So this is the peptide bond. Peptide bond. Means that the peptide bonds, which is just how you see the CONH between them is peptide bond. So this peptide bond will join the amino acid together, become a chain, okay, become a chain, just like a necklace. Become a chain. So later this chain, right, they can fold together. They can fold it this way. Okay, like this. They fold it this way.
Oh, okay.
Become what? Become the structures. Okay, they will start to form the structure for the proteins. Structure of proteins. Structure or shape of proteins. Yeah, structure or shape of proteins. So that's why this structure of protein, right, they can contribute their function of proteins. Later they can contribute to the function of proteins. Function of proteins. Because the protein functions, right, for example, you have different type of proteins. Just like shown in the slide. In the slide you have what? You have mentioned the slide. Okay. Yeah. So those are the different type of protein, okay? And then each of proteins, they have their own functions. For example, yeah, the collagens and the elastins, which is a protein found in the fibers. Okay, this collagen fibers is just found underneath your skin. They will become part of the connective tissue of skin. Okay, they help to support your skin.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the elastins, they are all made from the protein, so they will form the building block of cell. And then you have the enzyme, okay, the enzyme. For example, we talk about sucrase just now, like sucrase, protease, lipase. Those are the enzymes made from the proteins. And then you have the carrier proteins, okay, carrier protein, which is embedded in the cell membranes. So they will become the pump and channels, which is they will help to transport any substance in and out of the cell membrane. Okay. And then they can help the cell recognition. What's meant by this? Monty, do you know what's meant by this? Cell recognitions.
To recognize if the cell is like correct or like it's like invade, like it's a bacteria or something like that.
Yeah, okay, something like that. So just remember that like this cell recognitions, right, is actually formed by the you still remember glycoprotein or glycolipid on the membrane. Which is this one, okay? Yeah, the membrane, right? They have a glycoprotein and glycolipid. So this they will be function for the cell recognitions. See, they will have this one, these structures. Glycolipid and glycoprotein. So every cell have their unique arrangement of the glycoprotein, glycolipid. Because of what? Because as what you say, they want to do the cell recognitions. Means that they will become their ID marker, you know, their ID marker. So that's why they can be recognized by their immune cell later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like, for example, if this cell is produced from your own body, right? So that's why this glycoprotein and glycolipid, the arrangement, right, they'll be recognized by the immune cell, which is your white blood cell. They'll become like, oh, okay, this is my own body cell. I don't need to, I don't have a need to attack them. But if another pathogens, which is for virus or bacteria, which they carry difference in their glycoproteins, glycolipid structures, they just attack your body, right? And then you'll be recognized by your immune cell. So immune cell, they will say that, oh, this is not from my body. Yeah, this is the invader. So I will need to attack them. I will need to clear the infections. Okay, can you hear me? Yeah, so that's why they can help in the defense of the body. This defense, know what? This defense known as immune defense.
Okay.
And then they will make the proteins, okay? Hormones. Hormones is also considered as one type of proteins. So the hormones, right, they are referred to what? Insulin, glucagons. For example, the pancreas, okay, your pancreas to produce the insulin and the glucagons, right?
Yeah.
So they'll become the hormones. Yeah, they become hormones. Okay, Monty, I show you how protein look like in the actual way. Oh, wait.
Okay. Can I use the toilet really fast?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, please. Can. No problem. Okay, welcome back.
Okay.
So this is how the protein look like. They just look like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this requires what? The structures, the shape of proteins will determine its functions. Okay, because when you look at the protein structure, right, you can see this is the amino acids. So this amino acid, right, they will join together. So when they join together, they will form what? The polypeptides. This is they showing the polypeptides. So later they will further join together and they become the final proteins, which is like this. Okay, which is something like this.
Oh, okay. Oh, what is a G helix? Like the second one.
Oh, this one alpha helix. Okay, alpha helix just a shape in the proteins. I mean, at your stage, you don't need to know about this, but it's good for you to know. Okay, just a shape.
Okay.
One of the shape of proteins. They got helix. Yeah, and then talk about this one. Okay, monosaccharide have a ring structures in the water. Okay, this one they just want to show how glucose look like. Okay, so you can see this is glucose molecule and it's a monomer. Okay, it's a monosaccharide, and then they have a. You can see right the glucose. What is the chemical formula for glucose? The chemical formula. See how many?
G6.
And then H12 O6.
Okay.
So that's why they have a 6 carbons. 6 carbons. Yeah. So this they just show you that how the 6 carbon arranged from here. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like this. Okay. Just show you how to count the number of carbons. And then this is in the ribose. So ribose is a 5 carbon molecule, right? 5C. Okay, 5 carbon molecule. Okay, that's all. And then this is just another form of monosaccharide. Yeah. But for your exam purpose, you just need to know glucose is enough for you already.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you don't need to know like glyceride, ribose. You just need to know, okay, all of those units, right? This one, they are belong to the monosaccharide. Yeah, they are known as monosaccharide. It's because they only have one unit, only one unit.
Okay.
And then they all made from carbon, hydrogens, and the oxygens. Okay, same to the monosaccharide, okay, which is just now, the glucose plus glucose, right, will become the maltose, okay, combined by the condensations. So they will just kick out the water, okay. How they kick out water? Okay, here. Yeah. So
Oh,
water will be kicked
okay.
out. Okay, they will form the bond. And then for this one, okay, this one, the usage for the glucose, lactose, and glycogen. So, okay, in the animals, right, the glucose is just source of energy because glucose is used up for the cellular aerobic respirations. So remember, which is this one, glucose plus the oxygens.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and then become what? Become the carbon dioxide and the water. Yeah, and the water, and then they will release energy. So
Yeah.
that's why glucose is being fast released for the respirations. And then Monty,
Okay.
you need to know is your intestine villi. Your intestine villi, they will only absorb the monomer. You know, your intestine villi, they cannot absorb the disaccharide or the dipeptide. They unable to do that. They only can absorb the simplest form, which is the glucose, which is the amino acids, which is a fatty acid glycerol.
Okay. So like it's
Yeah.
better to chew more first, so it's easier to digest.
Yes, correct. It's easier for them to digest. Yeah, so that's why this disaccharide and polysaccharide are unable to absorb by your intestine villi because it's too large in their structures. They cannot, they cannot go through the villi.
How about if there's like, for example, like polyglycogen in the villi, like, and then what will happen if it cannot absorb?
Oh, okay. What happens if there's glycogens reaching your intestine villi? You mean what will happen, right? And then it cannot be
Yeah.
absorbed. That means you will have something like diarrhea, you know.
Oh.
You have a poor feces formation. It's because you cannot absorb the nutrient.
Oh, and
And
all
then
all the nutrients go to the feces.
yeah, correct. So that's why you're unable to absorb the feces. So that's why your feces come out will be it'll be full form feces, okay, which is more in that something like very watery, very watery.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because you cannot absorb them well. Just like whenever you eat some toxic, the food which contain a toxic substance, right? You just excrete them out in the form of diarrhea.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there's a lactose. Lactose is a disaccharide. Yeah, it's a disaccharide. They are quickly digest to their monosaccharide. Okay, lactose, maltose, right? Actually, this is you can find in my notes. You can find my notes, which is this one. Okay. At your stage, you need to know what is the monosaccharide, disaccharide, and polysaccharide at your stage. Okay. I think I just write down here, okay? Disaccharide, you have what? You have the maltose, okay? For example, you have maltose, you have the lactose, okay? You have lactose, and then you have the another thing is you have the I forget there's one more molecule, okay? Suddenly I forget it. Yeah, suddenly I forget it. Sucrose. Yeah, you have sucrose, sorry, you have sucrose. And then the polysaccharide, you have what? You have the starch. Okay, starch, which is found in the potato. You have the glycogens. You have the cellulose. And then monosaccharide, you have the ribose, glucose, just how that mentioned in the slide. Okay. Okay, and then glycogens. Okay, glycogens is an insoluble storage molecule. It's because it's too large in their structures. Glycogen, they just look like this, okay? Monty, so this is an example of glycogens. Very large and very complex.
Okay.
So that's why excess sugars converted by the insulin for storage in the liver. Okay, insulin is just one of the enzyme. This enzyme, they will, oh, sorry, it's not enzyme. I'm so sorry. It is a hormone, okay? It is a hormone. Yeah. Insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas.
Oh.
Pancreas is organs in your body, right? So this pancreas will produce two types of hormones. Yeah, the glucagons, and the insulin. Yeah, these two types of hormones. So these two types of hormone, what they will do is they will help to in the glucagon. Okay, let me talk about glucagon first. Glucagons is type of hormones. They will help to convert. Okay, they will convert the glycogens become the glucose. to the glucose. Then how about insulin? Insulins, they will convert the glucose become glycogen. So it's because of, just like Monty, after you just have your meal, right? For example, later you just eat the dinner. After you eat your dinner, in the 1 hours, your blood glucose level will increase because the food already being digested by your enzyme to become the glucose, and then they'll be released to your bloodstream. So that's why what will happen if your blood glucose level increase? So your body, right, they will produce the insulin. Yeah, so the pancreas will detect the increase in the blood glucose level, so they will produce the insulin. So these insulin hormones, what they will do is they will convert the glucose become glycogen. Okay, from glucose become glycogen, which is from the monosaccharide. They'll become the polysaccharide glycogen. So this glycogen will be uptaked into the liver or in the muscle, and then it can store inside the organs.
Okay.
Yeah, so by this way, insulin will help to reduce, it will help to reduce the blood glucose level. Okay, and then this monosaccharide, which is fructose, yeah, which is fructose is another form of the monosaccharide, yeah. And then it's just like in the glucose, they just have one unit. And then the sucrose is usually being transported in the plants during the translocation. Yeah, during the translocations. Okay, Monty, you just remember in this way. In humans, we will transport the glucose, but in the plants, they will transport in form of sucrose, but not glucose. Okay, understand? Are you okay?
I don't really. Okay, can you say it? I don't really understand it.
Oh, sorry. Which is in the human, right? In human, okay, which is we will transport the nutrients in form of glucose.
Oh.
Yeah, but in the plant, okay, in the plant, right? They will prefer to transfer the nutrients in form of sucrose.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Because during the plants, they will do the photosynthesis. Yeah, they will do the photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is they will produce the glucose, right? Which is they will also the carbon dioxide. Yeah, they will also the carbon dioxide. This one carbon dioxide, and the water. So later they will produce the glucose. Yeah, produce the glucose, and then they will release the oxygen. So, but after that, glucose will be converted become sucrose. Yeah, later glucose will be converted become sucrose. So the plant they will transport the sucrose, okay, in their phloem. This is structured in the plant called phloem. This one phloem. Actually, this is you will learn it in another chapter. Yeah, we haven't teach this topic yet.
Oh, okay.
And then the cellulose, right? Cellulose they found in the plant cell wall. They will found in the plant cell wall. Yeah, and then the starch. Okay, the starch, right, is an energy storage molecule in the plant.
Okay.
And then this they show about summary. Okay, so you can have a look. Yeah, from the amino acid, which is a basic unit, it will become the dipeptide, polypeptide like this. So you can see that the chain become longer and longer, right?
Okay.
Yeah, same to the polysaccharide also.
Okay.
And then in the triglyceride, they're actually showing about this. This is actually a unit of triglyceride. This is the glycerol. This is a glycerol. How you're able to identify is glycerol? Is because glycerol, they always have 3 carbon. You know, this is a carbon molecule, C, C, C. They always have these 3 carbon atoms inside.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, and then each of the carbon, right, they are linked to the OH group. They are linked to the hydroxyl group. So this is the glycerol. How the glycerol look like. And then the triglyceride, okay, usually they will be like this. Okay, you can refer to my note. The triglyceride is this one. See, this is triglyceride. Oh, you have about one glycerol. This is a glycerol, right? Then you need to combine with 3 fatty acids. This is 3 fatty acids, okay? They will become the 1 unit of the triglyceride. So in the slide, this actually showing fatty acids. This is the 3 fatty acid, okay? 3 fatty acid. This one, and this one. Those are the 3 fatty acids.
Okay.
Because those 3 fatty acids, they usually have this. Okay, they look very weird to you, right? This one, what is this?
I'm not sure.
Okay, this is the long hydrocarbon change. This is actually the long hydrocarbon change. Hydrocarbon change. Hydrocarbon change. So this hydrocarbon change actually is being formed by this one. Okay, you can see that this one is what? This is actually carbon. Like this. Okay, carbon. And then they are linked to the hydrogens. Just in the chemistry, they just draw in structure like this. But it means like that. Okay, they have a very long hydrocarbon change.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, just like this. Okay, because when you look at the fatty acid structure, right? This is a bit chemistry. Okay, this is. Okay, see the long hydrocarbon chain. This one. They are referred to this one, Monty.
Oh.
Yeah, but in the chemical way, they just look like this. I mean, they just draw like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. So that's why. Yeah, and then you have a condensation in the triglyceride. Oh, Monty, it's your dinner time already, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Monty, no worry. Actually, I know there's a lot of things to learn, right? You feel biology.
Can we continue it next lesson?
Yes, no problem. Actually, Monty, you know what I'm thinking now? It's because I feel like I'm not sure, but sometimes you study, right? But you might be forget some of the knowledge you studied before, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, recently I'm doing the recording. Later I'll share to you, okay? Something like this.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm doing the recording, so that's why you can have a look back in your time. Yeah. Something like this. Okay. Later I'll share the link to you. Okay, see?
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so I just put the importance notes inside. So I think in future you can go to watch back by yourself, and then you can know more. Okay, you can understand it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, because as I said, it's too rush for you already. In the 1 hour, you need to learn a lot of things.
Yeah.
Okay. So happy dinner. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.